April the 4th. Would you welcome, please, Liz and Jean Sagal. Come back here, girls. Don't get mixed up with those guys.
We were just rocking out back there.
Yeah, you guys are great.
Now, you didn't do a trick on me. Are you Liz or Jean?
I'm Jean, and that's
You're Jean.
Liz.
Yeah. Did I meet you backstage beforehand?
Yes.
Yeah.
But we plan to switch clothes and switch seats during the commercial.
That's been done before. I said, you're going to put me on and change clothes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. How old are you, gals?
22.
22. Identical twins.
Well, yeah, we're mirror twins.
Yeah.
So
That's what they call mirror twins?
That's as identical as you can get.
Yeah, it's kind of strange sitting here looking at you.
Well,
yeah,
see, people have a hard time interviewing us sometimes because
people get real nervous.
They get very nervous and they start asking really silly questions.
Oh, yeah.
Like, how long have we been twins?
Yeah.
And how do we tell each other apart?
Questions like
Great.
that. Well, I'm not going to lower myself by answering some dumb question like that.
Okay. You're not the type.
No way.
Is this, you start to answer for each other sometimes. Have you noticed that in
we started doing
conversation?
that
One of you will pick up, and the other is on the same answer.
Mm-hmm. Well, because we're together so much now, and, when we're doing these interviews and stuff, so now, one will start the sentence, the other one will finish it. When you spend a lot of time with someone, that happens.
Yeah. There was a survey made once on identical twins. I think it was the University of Minnesota, and they found out that very often, when you're not together, you can actually know, has that ever happened, what the other person is thinking, or something will happen?
No.
Or is that a myth?
A lot of times when I'm with her, I'll know, she's in a bad mood or whatever, without even talking to her.
Right.
But when we're apart, no.
Yeah. Also, when someone asks a question, it's directed to both of us. So we're like raring to answer.
Yeah.
So that's usually what happens.
Now, you're Jean.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and you're Liz.
Uh-huh.
I was just going to say, how long have you been identical? But unlike a lot of twins, I understand you make no great effort to look alike all the time.
No, not before the show. In fact, it took them like 3 weeks to get us to look alike.
Really?
We just hadn't spent a whole lot of time together, and
One was full-figured, and
I lived in New York for a while. Yeah.
Does that have something to do with being full figure?
I don't know. I don't know anything about that.
Let's follow up on that.
One
She's
was heavier.
full-figured and you're not?
No, I'm not going to put the point on any of us. So one of us was heavier, the other one had shorter hair, and we had to,
Yeah.
Okay, well, I moved to New York, and I cut off all my hair, and
So now you had to get back to looking together.
Yeah.
What's that? Is that the
I don't know.
the new piano starting up? We also got a generator with that. We'll take a break. We're going to come back and follow up on some more of this. Stay with us. Hello. Liz, right? Jean.
Yes.
I get you mixed up already.
Oh,
Does that happen frequently? Does it bother you at all?
No, because actually, I'm a little cuter, but that's okay. No.
Was there great competition when you were growing up as twins? Was there great competition?
No, because we had real smart parents. They always sent us to separate schools, and
Is that right?
we always went to different schools. We had very different social lives.
She lived in New York for a couple of years, too.
What were you doing then?
I was studying dance. I was very seriously into studying, and I spent 2 years on a dance scholarship at Dupre Dance Academy, and that's what my goal in life was to just do that.
What were you doing then?
I took off to the Orient and the Philippines. I worked
All
as
by
a
yourself?
dancer. No, I went with a dance company. And we worked down in Mexico, so I just traveled a lot. I never had the discipline that she had to sit down and study. I would work and then study and then work. And then I wound up in New York and lived there for a while.
Which one of you worked as a cocktail waitress?
I worked as a cocktail waitress in a rock and roll club, and I was the worst. All my tips went to dry cleaning bills. I was always filling drinks.
Really?
Yeah. Just couldn't get the hang of it. 12 drinks on one tray?
Yeah,
it just wasn't strong enough.
It's not easy. What did you do?
She called me, I was actually answering her frantic phone calls from New York. She moved to, where was it?
I did the dumbest thing. I knew nothing about New York when I moved there, and I wanted to be right near Broadway. So I got an apartment. The first day I looked, and everyone, said, great. I moved right into Hell's Kitchen.
You didn't know?
No, I didn't know. I just, I thought, oh, this is great. So I lived on 43rd between 9th and 10th.
Nice.
I know.
And she called me up, and she said, I am crawling over bombs to get to my door. But she moved fast.
Yeah, I moved up to West 80th between Amsterdam and Columbus, which is real nice. It was great.
So, your show premieres on?
April 4th.
April the 4th.
Wednesday night at 9:30.
Do you get paid the same on the show?
Yes. Absolutely.
Do you have the same agent?
Huh? No, she didn't even have an agent when we got it. Yeah.
Really?
We knew the casting lady, Eve Branston, and she brought us, and she knew us working separately, and she never knew us as twins. And, so we just went in and,
Right.
And did it.
I wish you luck on the show.
Well, thanks a lot.
Yeah, okay, we'll take a break. We'll be right back. Talking in stereo. Okay, how much time do we have, Frederick? Neither one of you gals married yet?
No, not yet.
Please, you said. You don't look kindly on that right
Not
now?
the domestic one, no.
Really?
Me, I think I'd like to settle down,
Yeah, but not...
She's much more maternal than I am. She's just raring to have kids.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you got plenty of time for that.
Uh-huh.
Plenty of time for that. Going with anybody currently? That...
Yeah, I've seen someone.
Oh, it's okay. Nothing personal. Jean?
Yes.
And Liz. Finally got it right. Good luck on your show. I hope it's a big success for you.
Thanks.
Steve, where are you off to?
I'm going to Switzerland.
Happy Comedy Chalet?
No, I'm going to work as a cocktail waitress.
And you'll be wonderful at it. No dipping. Anyway, Steve's going to be at some colleges all over the place.
Yes.
The University of Portland, the University of Arizona, and Washington Spokane Community College.
Coming up on Late Night with David Letterman, it's the one and only Tom Jones. Tomorrow morning on Today, meet rock and roll's dynamic duo, Hall and Oates.